Smart treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just...
Malik Beasley. Then it's G.G. Jackson, and it's King in at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Highland in at point guard. Pass to Highland. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's King. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Down low. Here's McDaniels. Paul George pulls it in. It's Beasley on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Beasley. Beasley's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reid. Outside McDaniels.
And since halftime, remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. George passes to King. Here's the 3. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
This goes to
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And got it! Another basket!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Shannon. The 3. Ingles, that one's good. Ingles has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
home team foul. Malik Beasley. Second personal foul. Second
He's got his
team
first
foul.
free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for the Timberwolves, Joe Ingles. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Your home team
Delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Aaron Holiday out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Jackson, then there's George, and it's King in at the 5, down low. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Holiday. Basket counts. Dillingham's got his first bucket in this one.
I didn't see that crossover coming, and neither did the defender, apparently.
Here's King. A quick shot there.
2
It's off
minutes
target.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
For the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You're usually not a huge presence on the offensive glass, but George attacks this time.
Pass to Gobert. Doesn't go for him. And George with some nice D. Here's King. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. King's got 4 points this quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Takes the three, and again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. To the inside, Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And Minnesota making a change here. Randall is checked in. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's King. Nails it from three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Gobert, no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Randall deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Ingles. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
Like mechanic, one she gon' keep coming back in. She be doing that for the back end. I cannot come through the front with no back end. Who's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it.
It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take it, and I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocate and save me from my woes, I'm staying. Out of my sin, I'm a brand new man. Out of this book, got a brand new friend. Half the world shook with the words she said, cause the other one shook when he came from the dead. The dead. Honestly, yeah, you know it's him. I can see it cause I'm knowing him. When I speak and you know it's him, better notice him. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Got my rock, I take my chances. This right here, I could not planned it. But it's happening, this ain't magic. I done tried that, all that plastic. You know, guys that are made of fabric. I done felt my skin turn static. And then washed it all in tragically. I didn't know that was the cost. I think God, he paid that off. I was lying way too much. Satan always calling blows. He just...
Community member Ebans, welcome back to 2KTV. We are so excited to have you on the show. Once again, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card?
As they came through the tunnel earlier, the Pacers were already in all business mode, ready to defend their home floor. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey, Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the 1. And for Indiana, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. On the wing, Giddey. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Here's Siakam. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share them. Sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To the inside. Indiana again turning it over. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass the ball. Down low, Vucevic.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Buzelis.
Yeah, easy call.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And he can't get the first one.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Williams gets the bucket.
Patrick Williams.
There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Here's McConnell. And the rejection by Smith.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Indiana. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Toppin throws it down.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Passes to Dosunmu. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Walker's checked in for the Pacers. Shepard with the ball. Defended by Dosunmu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
Pacers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
For the Pacers, Mathurin. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Mathurin.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Now here's Dosunmu. He has yet to score.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Mathurin against Williams. Collins kicks to Jones. And again, Chicago. No good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The Bulls leading. So for Chicago right now, they've got Vucevic all out there with Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Giddey in at the small forward. Now here's Giddey. Back to Vucevic. Over Mathurin. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got 6.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
Good. Great to look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Now here's Ball. Still without a basket. buries it from three-point range.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Halliburton, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. The free throw drops for Buzelis. And Greg, for Buzelis, basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
It's stolen by Buzelis. Here's Giddey. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
The Bulls leading by 7. And it's Ball in the corner. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, Siakam. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Siakam hits them both. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Siakam's got 6.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Ball against Halliburton. Ball, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 2. The pass to Nesmith.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam. And it's all evened up. 8 points for him.
This is what makes Siakam special, right? The big man that can put it on the deck and get past you. What a pretty dribble drive.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
some changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Williams, he's checked in for White. And Trey Jones up in for Lonzo Ball. The Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Siakam passes to McConnell. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
That's 6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
And here's Jones. Hasn't made one yet. To end the run. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam.
Indiana foul. Pascal Siakam. First personal foul. Second team.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The first one falls. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Indiana leading. 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Out to Smith. It's Jones on the way. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws. First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 1. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Toppin. Comes up empty down low.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Jones, that's for 2. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Nick. Obviously very tough out there. What's your mindset?
Just want to come out not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
I know that's what Coach is going to preach in the second half. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
The road could be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chance from the fans. Defense, you saw that. No. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
They didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. That's the Pacers' 5. Here's Vucevic. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 3. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Over Buzelis, and the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Indiana. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Walker's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
For the Pacers, Walker.
From the inbound. Ball no good. Indiana trailing here. Nesmith with the ball. Defended by Giddey. A nice shot by Nesmith. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now ball. Pass to Buzelis. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for the Bulls. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Pass to Walker. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Huerter gets it to go.
Well, just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
It's T-shirt time, everyone. Get loud right now.
Toppin, he's checked in for Walker. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes. Giddey. And Jones subbed in for White. For Indiana, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:49 left in the third. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Williams passes to Dosunmu. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Toppin inside. He's against Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Toppin's got his second bucket of the game to go. Jones kicks to Smith. Pulls up. Jones, no luck. The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Shepard with the ball. Working on Smith. Passes it to Toppin. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. Here's Williams. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. On the wing, Mathurin. And the rejection by Smith. Now, here's Dosunmu. 6 points for him. Herter with it. Over McConnell. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bulls lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Coby White is out there with ball. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the power forwards position. Now, here's ball. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And he makes that one. White's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Here's Halliburton. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
Mathurin against Giddey. And it's Mathurin missing. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Ball. The shot from the low post is good. Bulls got 4 points this quarter.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Here's Nembhard. Back to Walker. And the pass to Nembhard. 4 on the clock. Off with the layup. For Chicago, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Buzelis' shot is good.
You can see Buzelis has already developed that little floater game.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team, told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
2 things you love here. How confident Halliburton is offensively. The second is not afraid to take punishment while he's shooting the basketball.
Shots.
First one falls for him. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Halliburton hits them both.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Now here's White. And it's Ball in the corner. Back to Giddey. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
Bulls leading by 11. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Walker with some nice D. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Nembhard. Nesmith with the ball. He was all alone on that one. Nesmith has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. A fader. The Bulls with another miss. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. Back to Halliburton. Shoots over Ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Buzelis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Third personal foul, second team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 2 shots.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaker. The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. Chicago leading by 7. And White kicks to Giddey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Guys, we have seen a number of high-caliber players from Australia. Josh Giddey adding to the reputation of the country. This guy is long, he's versatile, and he's skilled.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 51 seconds left in the game. Here's Halliburton, and Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And some changes here for the Pacers. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Siakam. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Coby White.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Here's Turner. Collins grabs the miss. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Assisted.
Dosunmu's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago. Ball against McConnell. From deep, Walker. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just kept grinding. You know, we never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this win tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
You know, I think it's about that time again. You already know it's about to be the coldest summer ever, right? Yo, L Street. Yeah? L Street. L Street. Come on. With that chicken, chillin' with the camera on and jewels on and that chain on, just glisten. We be on straight bars like Jim. That's Jim, just listen. Yeah, I was trying to keep up with the Jones. I was trying to keep up with my phones. Toss a little up before they burn around steady. I was just burning out, but I was learning how.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with LaMelo like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards because he had on every 6'11".
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Chicago Sky. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
Well, the W is always looking at new rules and ways to make the game better. They added a reset timeout this year.
Yeah, I love it. You can use it to advance the ball. However, you can't go to the sidelines ahead of it.
Yeah, so it's a super short break. It keeps the game moving, and it challenges coaches in how they communicate to players.
Now here is Sims. Left side, Stevens. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. Nurse with it for three. They get it back. Misses from close range. And about 1 minute gone in the first quarter. Jackson, no good.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just one win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
Now here's Plum. Gets it to go from downtown.
Demonstrating how dangerous she can be from deep. Plum doesn't lack confidence in firing the 3-ball.
Outside Atkins. And fouled hard that time. She'll get 2 shots at the line. It goes on Kelsey Plum.
And given all the success she's had in her career, Ariel Atkins definitely deserves more recognition.
She's a champion, a gold medalist, an all-star, and the first player in WNBA history to make an all-defensive team in each of their first 5 seasons. Put some respect on her name.
The first one falls.
Well, Ariel Atkins can do a lot for her team offensively, but she is also a very talented defender. She does a great job forcing turnovers and putting pressure on opposing shooters.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Sims. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A notable finisher around the rim. Sims doesn't want any weak spots in her game, and I admire that.
Now here's Vandersloot. Chicago again missing. Outside Sims. Pass to Plum.
Jackson outside.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Love the selfless, intelligent play by Hamby. Puts the ball into the wide-open shooter's hands.
Now it's Reese. And a basket by Cardoso.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
2 minutes remaining. Outside Plum. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. And here we go, the Sky fast break. Pushing it up. Reese, no good. The Sparks trailing. Sims up top. Vandersloot defending. Back to Stevens. Sims, clock at 6. And the layup is good.
Well, Sims has some of the best handles in the league, and she's just so productive when the ball's in her hands.
Pass to Reese. Cardoso. Vandersloot. She's covered by Sims. Here's Reese. Jackson pulls it in. Kicks it out to Plum. The three-pointer, no good. On offense, here the Sky. They trail by 1. Atkins. Good D by De'Erica Hamby. So it's the Sparks now. Pass to Jackson. Outside Stevens. Outside Sims. From the top of the key, the rebound by the Sky.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Knocked loose. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Sparks on top, leading by just 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Good effort. Very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they are up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
The Sparks leading. Now here's Alaman. Pass to Burrell. Russell. Here's Plum. Onion Wade grabs the board.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And Tim, talk about an immediate impact. Michaela Onyenwere earning Rookie of the Year honors back in 2021.
Yeah, winning it for the Liberty back in 2021. However, she was traded away before the 23 season when the Liberty were looking for some cap space to build that final super team. But Michaela's done a great job taking that in stride and continuing to play at a high level.
And the shot goes in.
This has been a thriller. You can't say enough about the way these teams have battled each other.
All signs point to this thing going all the way down to the wire. I'd be shocked if it ended any other way, Tim.
I'd certainly take that, Brian.
Now here's Onion Wade. Looking for her first basket still in this one. To the inside. And the basket by Plum.
What effort from Plum down in the paint, outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for 1. And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Now, guys, late in the game, you need a hoop. Who are you going to?
I'm going with Brianna Stewart. She's been huge in the finals. Plus, at her height, she's getting a good look almost every time.
All right, this is going to shock you, Brian and Blake, but I agree with Brian. I mean, we've seen Stewie win every title, and she steps up in those big moments.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Alema. The rebound by the Sky.
Jefferson outside. Pass to Onyenwere. Allen. Six to shoot. Here's Banham. Drops in the tray. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
And it's the Sparks ball. Pass to Cannon. Russell with it. Poked loose. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. Here's Allen. Count the basket.
Nice fast break that time around.
How about the power finish at the end of it?
Yeah, rim rocker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Alemán. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Burrell. Over to the left wing. Cannon. Releases from the wing and drills it. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now a timeout called by Chicago. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vandersloot outside. Back to Reese. 6 on the shot clock. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
Stevens, Reese defending. Lets it go from deep. Stevens, that's good. The Sky trail. Vandersloot with it. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Reese gets the bucket.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Stevens. Here's Alemán. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Reese. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vandersloot left side. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Kia Nurse. Chicago the rebound. And a basket by Cardoso.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Sky up 1. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Atkins getting it done today.
Even with a significant amount of extra defensive attention on her, she managed to have a sensational first half. It's amazing what she can do.
But for her, it's really nothing out of the ordinary because we don't expect anything less, and I would bet she has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. Outside Plum, pass to Hamby. Back to Plum. Soft touch off the glass.
Assistant, De'Erica Hamby.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. She had a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 and most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Now here's Jackson. Now Sims, and it's Sims with the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Rebound by the Sparks. Jackson with the ball. Now guarded by Cardoso. Here's Plum. Tries again. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. Nurse with the bucket.
You see why Nurse operates way more than the average guard inside. It's not just her height, it's also the mentality.
Now here is Stevens. And here is Sims. Shoots over Vandersloot. Sims with the bucket.
Some fancy ball skills right there. Since when does she take defenders off the dribble like that?
Outside Atkins. And it's off from three-point range. The Sparks trailing. Pass to Jackson. Stevens. To the left wing. Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Sinks the triple.
One of the best skills Plum has, her release. It's so fast, especially off the feed.
Outside Reese. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. So much excitement around this rookie class, including 6'3" Angel Reese. Good luck keeping her off the boards.
Lots of people excited about Angel Reese. We don't normally see rookies come into the league with an elite skill, but Reese already might be the best rebounder in the entire league. She set a college record with 34 double-doubles in a single season, winning a national title that year as well, back in 2023.
And the first one falls for her.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
Now here's Alaman. Pass to Sims. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Brink. This one for 3. Allen with the rebound. On offense, here are the Sky.
2 minutes.
Here's Banham. 5 points in the game. Down low. And Allen gets it to go.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
So it's the Sparks now. Trailing by 2. Passed on them on. Now Russell.
Odyssey Sims for three. Good on the three-point shot.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Pass to Allen. Outside Williams. Here's Banham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Now here's Russell. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Sims. Williams with the steal. Now Banham. She's got 8. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And that one good. Now here is Sims. To the right side. Pass to Russell. Sims. And no good, but close on that one. So she's getting her first free throw attempts of the night.
At the line for the away team, Odyssey Sims. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She's off on the first. And she sinks the second. From deep three-point range, we're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one.
Your Chicago
Sky up by 3. Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And she might not be pass first playing out of the 2-guard spot, but she shows here that when she needs to, she can dole out assists.
That's right. You know, that's not her primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, she can do it and do it well.
Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far. Now here's Vandersloot. Outside Atkins. Shoots it up. That doesn't go either for Ariel Atkins. Jackson outside. Rebounded by Kia Nurse. Chicago in the lead. Left side Atkins. Got a piece of it. Kelsey Plum with a steal. Here's Hamby. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
And the 2-time Sixth Player of the Year. You can't deny the impact of Kierica Hamby.
Yeah, now she's too good to win that award. You have to start Hamby. A huge part of the Aces' first title team in 2022. Really, to me, one of the most underrated and overlooked players in the league.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
You can trust Kierica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
Now here's Vandersloot. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Now, these fans, they are getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game we've got here.
Absolutely. Almost impossible to separate these teams up to this point. I'll bet this one's close all the way.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Fades and shoots. Chicago with the rebound.
Well, after fighting back into it, had a chance there to tie it up.
But they've come this far. They're not going away now, trust me.
And it's Atkins missing.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
And she gets the bucket.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Now here's Vandersloot. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. Stevens grabs the board. Left side, Plum. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And quite simply, Plum has it all as an offensive guard.
Timeout.
Shooting,
Chicago,
driving,
timeout
dribbling. She can pour it in nights like tonight when she's on.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Vandersloot left side. Pass to Nurse. They grab their own miss. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I like the aggression there. Yeah, hitting the offensive boards hard.
Outside Plum. Atkins grabs the board.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
The shot by Nurse, no good. So it's the Sparks now. Pass to Hamby. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Out to Nurse. They get it again. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. And here's the fast break. Jackson gets the bucket.
Nice find from Plum. Willing to get her teammates involved. That's leadership right there.
Here's Atkins. And she uses the glass on the layup.
A poised, complete basketball player. Atkins' composure in big moments is that of a veteran.
The Sparks call timeout.
For the Sparks, Odyssey Sims.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And foul called as she misses.
Call on Camila Cardoso.
The intensity of being great at going up strong, forcing the issue.
2 shots.
First, and that gives them the lead. So she gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Pure confidence at the line. That's how you win close games.
Here's Atkins. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
Look, that is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Pass to Nurse.
And here's Cardoso.
Atkins. She's guarded by Plum. 6 to shoot.
Back to Cardoso.
Jacks up a 3, buries it, and what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from 3-point range. Just nobody near her.
Pass to Handy.
He's over Cardoso.
And that one goes long.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. And we can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, burn some clock while they have the lead. Make it your friend. Get their number. Text them.
Now here's Sims. Pass to Hamby.
He's over Cardoso.
She threaded the bounce pass in there so smoothly.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. And what do you guys think?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never an easy shot.
With the ball.
Perfect screen there. Set her up for a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the latest.
Kelsey Plum from outside. Oh, had a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is off. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this has been a great game. Overtime 1, getting going here right now. So it's the Sparks now. Can't get it to fall. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Good vision from Kia Nurse. She's able to spot a wide-open shooter and then set them up accordingly.
Pass to Sims. Now Stevens.
Reese defending.
5 on the clock. Here's Plum.
Cardoso gets the board.
Chicago leading. Vandersloot left side. Out to Atkins. Pass to Nurse.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Good work defensively, Rickea Jackson.
And it's the Sparks ball. To the middle. Hamby. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
Here's Atkins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And we'll go to the line.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that. Really, that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
She drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 2-point ball game.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performance.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. And the foul called on Atkins. That's her first foul.
Terrific defensive play. Cut her off, squared up. Nice play.
Yeah, and that's showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking her nose in there, and making a play.
Outside Sims. Now here's Hamby.
Covered by Cardoso.
And the basket by Hamby.
You can see just how solid Hamby's mechanics are. Picks a shot she likes and sends it right in.
Nurse outside. Back to Vandersloot.
Outside Reese.
Chicago again missing.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yes, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
here's Atkins. And it's blocked by De'Erica Hamby.
On defense, Hamby is so active, looks for any opening to swat the ball and blocks the shot.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I had a foul to give, but you'd rather not have it cost your team.
Yeah, would have been better to use it on the floor and not on the shot, but the foul had to come one way or another.
Yeah.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. What's your take, guys?
It all comes down to this. Enough time still in the clock that they should be able to get a good look.
Yeah, there's always the debate of whether to take a 2 to tie or a 3 to win. But if it were up to me, I'd pound it down low and try to get a good shot in tight.
I'm with you, Brian. Just get the 2 points and keep the game alive.
Outside.
Pass to Cardoso.
It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
As she doesn't get the first one to fall, really trying to focus now on the second. And she ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
A 3-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
They grab their own miss.
Here's Kia Nurse from...
Yes! She got it! What a shot!
Nailed it! Shot to send us to another overtime. I don't know how she managed to keep her cool there and knock down that 3.
Wow, neither do I, but I'm glad she did. I want more basketball.
Another tie, and we are going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. We thought we might wrap it up in regulation. Then it looked like overtime 1 might yield a winner, but instead the overtime period's piling up, and still no winner yet. So it's the Sparks now. Here's Sims. Outside Plum. Offline with the 3.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Pass to Jackson. Stevens. Out to the left wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Loves to grow and improve, Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Took the opportunity when she saw it.
And that's a winning play from Nurse, showing she's more than capable of hitting important shots for her team.
Pass to Stevens. Jackson, defended by Nurse. Now here's Plum. And she banks in the layup.
What a big shot by Plum, a WNBA champion. Kelsey, very comfortable in these moments.
Here's Atkins. Sweet little floater.
Look at the soft touch, just a gentle little teardrop.
Sparks trailing. Outside Sims. Pass to Handy. Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey, and I love me some honey.
Now here's Vandersloot. She is covered by Sims.
Cardoso with it.
Now Nurse. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession.
They had a foul to give, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Yeah, it would have been better to use it on the floor and not on the shot, but the foul had to come one way or another.
Yeah. Reese. 2 shots.
She sinks the clutch free throw. And so she drops them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
And it's the Sparks ball. Hamby down low.
Covered by Cardoso.
The layup missed. Now here's Atkins. She's guarded closely.
Count it! Unafraid of pressure-filled moments. Atkins attacks the defense and raises her game up a notch when it matters most.
Timeout called the Sparks.